Good morning, great people of Earth. All right, you read the title of this video, right? Why is the government all of a sudden coming out that aliens are real, right? I'll tell you why. To use them as a fall guy for a genocide that's happening in our country. And the aliens ain't happy about it, I can tell you that much. But that's why the government is coming out saying, no, these things are real. They're real, and people are coming out in front of Congress and committees saying that these things have killed people. I find that hard to believe. With their technology that they have, they would have wiped the earth clean a long time ago, folks. So what do I think they're doing? I think they're using them as a fall guy, and they're committing genocide acts all over the world, and then they blame it on the aliens. Right? Makes sense to me, right? But I think this is all going to come back and bite this world in the butt, because they handled it the wrong way. Aliens are peaceful. They don't come from a place like they don't kill themselves in mass genocide killings, and so I find it hard to believe it's the aliens. You're gonna have to come up with America, world, of why all these people are dying. It ain't alien. Anybody out there got any explanations for anything? I'm listening. Probably not, but it is a beautiful morning. Thank the Lord for another beautiful morning. I actually woke up. I'm telling you, some kind of entity or spirit has taken shelter at these apartment complexes, because last night, same thing happened. Woke up in the middle of the night, probably about 3:30 in the morning. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Hey, Johnson, how you doing? There's a lot of people looking for you, Johnson. Got some messages yesterday. Trying to track you down. But that explains what's going on. They're using the aliens as an excuse. We don't know what's going on. It must be alien. And they're using it for their genocide. Right? It ain't the aliens. They would have wiped the earth clean. They're not going to go out and just pick out single individual people and kill them. They'd wipe this whole earth out. And do they have capabilities? Yes, I told you. I partied with a couple of them back in my day. They do have technology that could wipe this earth clean. So I do believe they're using them as an excuse. It was the aliens. It's always something with this world, right? Just can't get away with it. In the Kohlberger case, right? The Kohlberger murder case, Idaho 4. What's going on with that? Nothing. He's going to stay in prison for a long time, folks. If he makes it through prison, which I got word that they're already looking for him. They're already planning to get him. He won't survive very long in prison. So, A couple other cases are popping up on YouTube that I was watching this morning. In California, right? Hurricane coming into California, and we ain't done yet. There's 2 more systems behind that are going to be coming up into the Gulf of Mexico, and it's got its eyes on Florida, the Sunshine State. Right? I can pretty much tell you folks, America is not in a good predicament, but it'll be okay up north here, folks. Up here, up by us, up north. Now, these hurricanes are going to cut across Florida with some of the, it's going to come right up into Florida, wipe everything out. And then it's going to travel up the East Coast. And it's going to come up into the East Coast, and it's going to ride right up the East Coast and just wipe out as much as we can. And, you know, people are like, how could this be happening to me? Well, America made some bad calls, folks. This is the aftermath of making them bad calls that they did. God ain't happy with America. I don't think. Now, we got a lot of wildfires around, and we got a lot of smoke in the air. So be safe. If you have trouble breathing, be safe. Are they hunting down some of these YouTubers? Yes. They can run, but they can't hide. A lot of stuff is going on. And it'll just keep going on. And that's just the way it goes, right? Sorry, folks. This is what happens when a country and the Lord goes rogue. They went rogue. You know, they shut down the whole town yesterday and had a whole bunch of bikers come in. Actually, the police shut down the streets down here and blocked off a couple of the streets as these bikers came through. A whole group of them came through. So what's going on? I had no idea. They're all corrupt anyways, folks. They all work with each other. It's just a giant terrorist cell. No, it ain't foreign terrorists. It's American-made terrorists right here. And that's the thing. A lot of the professionals now in other countries are saying it is America. They are the octopus, the tentacles of the terrorists. So, right? I don't know. They could be true. But I'm thinking they're just trying to use aliens. Like I said, we talked to them and let the aliens know they're using you. You're giving the wrong people the technology, and they're trying to blame you, aliens, for humans' mistakes. And they're starting to come around and realize that the aliens are even being used by the great Satan, the great head. So things will be changing with the aliens. And could the aliens wipe out the United States military? Yes, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. The aliens are so good at what they do. Mind-altering beings. ESP, a lot of people say, how do they operate? How do they talk? Their minds are unbelievable. So, do you think that the United States Marines government would win a war with aliens? No. I've already talked to one of the aliens, and they have mind control where they'll have these people kill themselves. They'll turn on themselves and kill themselves. right? They'll kill each other. And some of them probably would kill themselves too, because that's what kind of power they have. So America made some bad calls. This is the repercussions. This will be going on around us, folks. The East Coast, the West Coast, down south, hurricanes, floods, rain. And then after that, old man winter is going to come creeping down into the south. And it's all pretty much based on the magnetic force, the shift in the magnetic field and everything. So north becomes south, south becomes north. Which, if you've noticed, the compass that we have has been jumping all over the place. And that's a sign of magnetic shifting. Don't worry, folks. Don't go nowhere. It's going to get great. It's going to be unbelievable. This is like the movie Neighbors with Tom Hanks. And that other dude, Ricky, the next door neighbor that would call everybody, come on over. This is going to be great. And the whole neighborhood goes crazy, right? Stuff starts going. That's exactly what's going on here. This is going to be great. It's going to be phenomenal. X-laxin, what are you talking about? No X-laxin. I had enough of the X-lax. So what are we doing? We're killing ourselves, folks. Humans are killing themselves. They're making bad calls. The genocide of human beings will be brought on by itself. So what are we dealing with? I don't know. But I let the aliens know that they're trying to use them as an scapegoat for genocide. And the aliens are pretty pissed off. Right? And I don't blame them. Not one bit. So just keep an eye in the skies and keep an eye out everywhere. You're going to see a great laser show. You're going to see a lot of great stuff going on. And of course, all glory to God. All glory goes to God. But what a beautiful morning. Right? What a beautiful morning. Now, folks, get ready because the earth is changing so much, and it's a cycle after so many thousands of years. It's never been recorded. We are recording it. We got cameras everywhere. And this has never been seen before. Is it going to be traumatic? Yes, it's going to be horrible. But all you can do is hunker down and watch it. It's going to be a phenomenon in the skies. It'll be a phenomenon in just, it's just going to be great. It's going to be unbelievable. Right? Maybe they come here to take us all away to a safer place, which some of the aliens have said, do you want to go to another Earth? And that's how I found out about Earth way before the scientists, was the aliens. People are like, what are you talking about? There is no other Earth. There is another Earth out there, folks. There's two Earths out there. One's frozen, and the other one is just like Earth. right? And I find it hard to believe that people look out into space with all the galaxies and they don't even know where space begins and ends. So it's going to be phenomenal. Uh, Hold on a minute, folks. It's just going to be phenomenal. Phenomenon. 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 Banana. Dun, 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 dun. Phenomenon. Banana. All right, so you get ready on the West Coast. Everyone out there on the West Coast, it's going to be a humdinger. It's going to drop some rain. There are going to be landslides. There is going to be massive flooding in California and everything. Good luck. Get your rubber floaties out. And then we're going to get ready for the two systems that are coming in from the south. They're going to hit Florida, they're saying. And it's going to travel up east and just do as much damage as it can. And you know, people ask, what can we do? How can we do it? This is cost. Insurance rates are going up. Well, that's the problem, folks. When you build a society next to water, an ocean, a body of water, you're sustainable to sinking, flooding, and numerous things. Therefore, these people that live on the West Coast, East Coast, down south, are costing us a lot of money. People's insurance has gone up that don't even own homes. Like they don't even have home insurance. They don't even have, but their car insurance and everything's gone up. Why? Well, because they got to pay for the damage. We're in a very bad situation in America. A lot of people are like, why don't you run this? They don't understand. Well, because they're evil. They don't want to understand. They don't care. They live in a world of money. So they really don't care if you folks live, die, or whatever. They don't. They just want me to be honest. I'm telling them the truth. They don't care. They shouldn't be building homes where it's acceptable to flood. Why? Because every American, I live in the Central America, but my insurance has gone up. Why? Because they have to pay for all this shit going. It's a racket, a scam, and now they're trying to use the aliens as some kind of a scam. They something to blame it on. It was the aliens that mass genocide of people in America. We see what's going on, right? The Lord has opened our eyes to these. I think the Lord's going to start wiping some people off the earth. But don't worry, I'll be all right up here, the Central America, up north here. And it's going on all around us. And that's what the Lord said. Just chill. This is going to go on around us. And it is. East Coast is going to be getting it. The South, the West. I don't know. But folks, be safe. We got a lot of smoke coming in from the forest fires. A lot of people are having trouble breathing. It's just horrible. It's just horrible what's going on, right? It's just horrible. I'm just going to sit here for a minute and take in the beautiful day. Birds. Everybody's asking, where are all these eagles coming from and hawks? The other day I went out to take my garbage out. And as I came around the apartment complex on the other side over here, a giant hawk. I got a giant hawk that's living in the pine tree right out here outside my door. And there was a rabbit, a tiny rabbit, that was in the yard on the other side of the apartment complex here. And as I was walking to the dump to throw my garbage out the dumpster, this hawk came down out of the tree, and the dang rabbit took off and went underneath my car. And that hawk came down and actually tried to get that rabbit from underneath my car. He actually came. It scared the crap out of me. I was like, what the heck is, I thought it was an alien, right? It just came right out of the side of my vision. I see this giant thing coming down from this tree, swooping in, and it was a hawk. And I'm glad that he was going to get that rabbit, because these rabbits, they'll eat your car. They'll eat the wiring in your car. And the rabbits been going underneath the cars out here. And people can't figure out, they wake up one day and their car won't start. And like, my God, it's a brand new battery. What's it? And then you trace the wires and you're like, nah, rabbit ate your wire. They eat the insulation off the wires. So that hawk swooped down, landed right next to my front tire, and started going underneath the car for that rabbit. It was amazing. I was like, this is something right out of Mutual Omaha's Wild Kingdom. But we got like 30 hawks or eagles. They're thinking they're eagles. They migrated. Right? Why? Well, because if there's a magnetic force, a shift in it, they all would think the weather's changing or whatever, and boot scoop boogie out of there. That's maybe why they came down from Canada and stuff. But they're all over the place. I'm telling you, the water tower out here, there's got to be 30 of them. And it's really cool at night. They usually go to the water tower and they sit on top of the water tower. And they just sit up there and sleep. It's unbelievable. Now, I picked up my drone one time to go check them out. That was cool. But then a giant gust of wind came. It was a stormy day. And my drone ended up a mile down the road. I had to drive out there and look all over for it. And I actually found my drone in the warehouse buildings that are out here. So the wind took it that far. And I actually think the battery was low on it because I had no power. It just wouldn't, the wind speed was too much, and it just took it and about a mile down the road or so. But I found it. I spent like 2 hours driving all over town looking for it. And then I was like, man, I don't think is it possible that it made it that far to the warehouse out here that they have? And it did. So I drove around by the warehouse, and there's roads that go behind it. And there it was in the ditch behind the warehouse. The Dometic. No, phenomenal is not the new $5 word, Johnson. Boy, ain't Johnson being nice today, huh? There's a lot of people looking for Johnson. Now, what are we dealing with here? There's another new killer on Facebook. killing people's friends or whatever. You let them on Facebook, and then they start going through your friends list and creating havoc with your friends. I've had a couple people saying, "Will you stop messaging?" I'm like, "I'm not messaging you." They're like, "You're not?" I'm like, "No." I haven't talked to you in years. So this is what we think is going on, right? An invasion, anything to rip me off money or to destroy my world. The Lord said somebody vowed to wreck my life, and I'm like, well, we'll wreck this world then. And the Lord's like, don't go too far. I'm like, we won't go that far, but we're going to destroy these people. Now, there's some new cases popping up here in town here that people just will not let go, right? They just won't let it go. And I don't blame them. I'll keep reporting on it, right? But there's some new things coming out. I'm sure they'll blame aliens for it, though. What a beautiful morning. Now, folks, we got some 90-degree days coming up here. 3 days. 3 days this week. High 90s with the humidity. So it's going to be pretty hot. But then it's going to take a dramatic dip back down into the 70s, I think. So if you haven't noticed, the world, it's a roller coaster ride, folks. It gets real hot, then it cools way down. It gets real hot, then it cools way down. This is a cycle. Now, what could it be? Now, it could be the shift, the magnetic shift. It could be the core itself. We're heading for trouble, folks. I know the government wants everyone to hush hush about it. If we only would have spent more in preserving life and exploring other options in case this earth went bad. But the Lord don't want them people to get off the earth. The rest of us are free to go. But we're heading for trouble, folks. I ain't going to lie to you like the scientists and the government. This dramatic up and down shift of temperature and weather is not good. And that itself is a sign. That itself is a sign. Now, we got some people trespassing on people. If you have a bad arm, a bad right arm, cancer or whatever, that goes back to, I guess these people are saying some guy Smith or something out here. If you go on completely nut job, that goes all back to the Watson case that's going on out here. Right? Trespassers, folks, among us. Yeah, it's getting real. I hope the world sees it. Now, folks, now remember what I said. Make sure you check out your local garage sales and barn sales. A lot of people are moving a lot of weapons at dirt cheap price out here. Great weapons, great rifles, pistols, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you keep an eye on your local garage sales. You can get a great deal on some of this stuff. people are preparing, right? They're preparing for either the end of the world or a lot of us are training for nuclear explosion. A lot of people are training just for alien, trying to contact aliens, talk to them. I'm like, you don't. They're all like, we're gonna talk. I'm like, you're not. You ain't even talking their language. If you want to talk to them, this is the way you need to talk to them, right? They're like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, movies are real, you know. They don't let you know that. So I told these professors, I told all these bigwigs, if you want to talk to the aliens, this is how you talk to them. Mac, 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 mac. They were shocked. They were like, that's that Mars movie with Jack Nicholson and all that. I was like, exactly. Now you're catching on. So we are still hunting down. Good morning, little Debbie. We are still hunting down some of these YouTubers from the Delphi case. Nobody is safe. Heck, not even the police are safe. No, we got people out here investigating the police, the state police, the town police. If anything happens to me, make sure you go after the police. Or at least check them out. Oh, it's a beautiful morning out here, Debbie. You know, I should take the camera outside and the microphone and sit out there and have a cup of coffee and have my... I'm thinking about putting up a fence. Out here, one of them wooden fences for privacy, right? I'm tired of these idiots walking past my window at night, looking in my window. What are you doing in there? You know? 2024 is going to be all about security and privacy, right? For one, we're going to wipe out the internet and start a new internet because this internet has been compromised. The government can't even figure it out. They're like, what do you mean it's been compromised? Another country is using the internet and wiping your asses clean with it, right? It's been compromised, just like that White House you're sitting in out there in Washington, D.C. They know every single tunnel. They know every single crack in that place. It's been compromised. They can't figure it out. How the heck is all this cocaine getting into the White House? It's been compromised. That was the order that they made from the White House. See, the White House puts in an order for cocaine, right? When they're having their parties and everything, they get a hold of the cartel. This is how much we need, which consists of the military. And then they just drop it off there so they can have their wild parties at night. Sex orgies and everything. I'm telling you, I'm in the wrong business. I need to become a politician. I woke up early just so I can say hi to Stinky Johnson. No, he's stinky. Yeah, I think he left or something. He ain't, or he or she. I don't know if it's a he or she. I don't know, Debbie. I'm shocked you're here, Debbie, because Johnson yesterday uh, said, Debbie don't even want to be here. She's sick of you. You're so negative. You're evil. You're bad. That's what he was saying. I was shocked myself. It broke my heart. I was like, not my great ma, Debbie. And he's like, yeah, she don't even want to be here. I was like, well, no one has to be here because I don't control people. I've been controlled my whole life. It's something I wish on no person, no human, to be controlled, to be threatened every day. I wish that on no human, but it does happen. I want to give you a message, Debs. I will bring the oil and the Roxy music CD. I don't know. Go ahead, Johnson. You're messing with the wrong woman, though, I think, because I think she'll get kind of upset at you. But, I mean, we got a serious problem in America. Our main problem in America is these hot phones, burner phones, and SIM cards, right? Then that's a big problem that the government ain't talking about. Right? That's what they're not talking about. And we dealt with this when we were at war with Al Qaeda and other countries. It was hard to track them, these cell phones that they have, the SIM cards. But our new technology is coming far and we're able to track them, but it just takes a little while. So we dealt with this in the mountains and everything with the terrorists and everything using these phones that were untrackable, untraceable. But see, here's the thing. America has them now. And that means America has become a hub for terrorists. They're just white. That's all. They're not dark colored or anything. They're just white people. Debbie Johnson says he's going to message you and he will bring over the oils and the Roxy music CDs, and you guys will have a great time. All the power to you there, Johnson. All the power there. I know I don't like clowns either. You know, I grew up in Chicago and I just don't do the clown thing, right? I just don't do the clown thing. I'm sorry. A lot of people think, you know, what's wrong with you? Are you crazy? I'm like, did you live in Chicago? Did you ever hear of John Gacy? I used to dress up as own and lure kids and people to their. Yeah, I don't like clowns either. Can't stand them. Now 2023 is over with. We're going into 2024, which is going to be about security, intel, and saving lives. That's what it's going to be like in 2024. I know, Debbie, I can't stand clowns either. Right? People thought it was funny. He was a clown. He's just a joke. I'm like, yeah, John Wayne Gacy was not a joke. We'd rather kill these clowns than have to put up with them. You know, I was watching a video last night of a clown. Some guy was driving down the road late at night, and out of nowhere, a clown appears with a knife standing in the middle of the road. And the guy stopped his car and was like, what's going on? This is unreal. Now, if that would have happened to me, I would have ran him completely. I would have floored it and ran him completely over. You're driving down a dark road and you come upon a clown with a knife. You don't stop your vehicle and roll the window down and ask the guy, hey, you okay? No. You drop it in low and you floor it and you run their asses over. I don't know what's wrong with the world today. Everyone thinks it's, it's a clown. Oh my God, it's a nice clown and everything. What that guy didn't know was if he would have got out of the car, that clown would have stabbed the shit out of him, killed him, and left him on the side of the road and probably took his car. But people are so gullible these days. It's just unbelievable. Yeah, I learned to read. I says, I want to give you a message, Debs. I will bring the oils and the Roxy Music CDs. Yeah. I could read just fine. I don't know. Can you read this? Hold on a minute. There you go. There it is right there. A good middle finger for you. I blew it up just for you. Now, folks, if you live on the West Coast, get ready to be shaken. I hope you got boats out there. Put your rubber floaties on. If you live out east, on the East Coast, put your rubber boots on and your floaties, because it's gonna get wet out there with all this coming, and people can't figure it out. Why? Well, because America's become number one devil sanctuary. And this is why the madness has come to America. And the only thing we can do is sue our government for failing to comply and failing to see the madness that was coming. Corruption, the evil, the unjust. Billions of people have died that were innocent people. And now we're finding out now in cases that are coming up that, well, we got the wrong guy. Well, yeah, but see, now that guy died in prison. See? See, and that brings me back to the case of the 16-year-old boy that was convicted of rape of 7 girls. He was put into prison. He got beat, molested, whatever. And then the police decided to investigate the situation, and the police, oh, well, he didn't rape these girls. The girls were jealous and they made up a story, and he was innocent. But that guy had to go through being raped, beat, almost died, because some police made some bad calls and decided they were just going to take these girls' word for it. And they went and locked him up and caused mass chaos. Right? The system is broke, people. We will no longer be going on hearsay unless you got stone cold proof. We ain't going on hearsay. America is being punished for the billions of innocent people that they executed, that they locked up in prison, that didn't deserve to be in prison. And most of these people, when you looked at the people that were complaining, were actually related to police officers. And that makes sense how they're getting away with this. Uncle Ted Nugent says they're thugs in boots. Right? Meaning they're corrupt. So this is what happens to a country that has made bad calls, killed innocent people, done experiments on people, failed to go after people that were, they were killed. There was a doctor killing many people, killed a lot of people out here. Why? Because he was getting paid by the big pharmacy, right? He was telling people there was nothing wrong with them and that people were dying of cancer. It was a giant cover-up. They're still trying to figure out how many people the guy killed. We're talking in the thousands, right? This is what happens when you have a country that cannot, it's got to pay for its dues, folks. It's just been too much. There ain't nothing anyone could do. This is payback. This is payback for what happened. Right? This is payback. When you have a country and you let these people operate within your country, when you tell these people they're free to worship the devil, they're free to have sex with the same race or the same gender or whatever, this is what happens to a country. It gets demolished, wiped out by the Lord. Right? Of course, they're going to try and blame aliens, but it ain't the aliens. It's not aliens doing it. Uh-oh, here comes the trolls. Ah, you white honky. Go somewhere else. And look at this is what everyone's talking about, is why these everyone's asking, why do you have mods? They don't do nothing. And they don't. Oh, here come all the pansies and the terrorists. Here come all the terrorists. Ah, how you doing, terrorist? Ah, the terrorist. I got to do everything myself in this country. Here they come. They're all coming from them channels. Keep coming, you little pricks. Ah, bunch of terrorists. Racist terrorists, too. White boys. See them all? They ain't black. They ain't Mexican. They're white. Yep. I'm glad my mods are here to help me, right? Don't worry, we'll get through this by myself. Don't worry about it. Ah, here they all come, bunch of white boys. I told you. America, you got a problem. We ain't got problems with any other country but America. That's what we're doing. That's why we're doing what we're doing in this country. Glory be to God. Don't worry, I'll handle it myself. I was trained to overcome and adapt. Ah, look at these people. Just keep reporting them all. Just keep going. They must be Sean Harmon's little child molesting friends. Don't worry, we'll get to all you child molesters out there one at a time. One at a time. Bunch of racists. This is what happens in a country. This is why countries get wiped out. I love it. Just keep coming. We're reporting you as we go. And then we're going to hunt you down. Then we are going to hunt you down. See, like I said, I don't have problems with any other country, but this one, right? This is the country I got a problem with. Don't worry about it. I'll handle it myself. There we go. We keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. I'm going to enjoy wiping you white devil worshippers out. And as my Indian natives have said, you're the white devil. I'm going to let you all be in my movie, though, and use you as viewers. Keep going. I've never had so many people I've never had so many racist people in my chat before. This is unbelievable. This is great. This is all the proof we need now to follow through with everything. This is great. Don't worry about it. We're getting them all, reporting them all. All right, I think I got most of them. I think Debbie got a couple of them. Good job, Debbie. Yeah, I think I got a lot of them, but I reported them. So this is what we needed. This is the proof that we needed to attack these people. This is everything we needed for a war. Now, I know government's watching. I know everybody's watching my channel because we're part government. So this is everything we needed. All right, they're coming back. Let's do this. Keep reporting them. This is everything we needed. I'm telling you, within 6 months after winter, we'll be into full-scale war. We don't want a winter. We don't want a war right now because it's cold. It's going to be getting cold out. Now, let me see who that is. Oh, Pentagon. Hello. Yes. Yeah, they are attacking. Yeah. No, we are under attack. Yes, let them know. All right. Carry on, soldier. All right. Now, folks, the sky is going to light up. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Keep an eye in the skies. Keep an eye everywhere. This is phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. Oh, boy. Hold on. Yes? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Clean and sweep. Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, boys. You honkies are going. I'm loving it. See, I grew up in Chicago. Debbie, you're doing a great job. Let me help you out with the next round of guys that come in here. I lived in Chicago. So I grew up around all races. So I'm not racist. You know, I grew up with Hispanics. I grew up with Jews. I grew up with Italians. I grew up with a lot of people, uh, even people from China, Philippines, and everything. So I'm used to it. It's no biggie. But one at a time, we'll take these people down. It is Johnson. Sure, it's Johnson. He's jealous. What's wrong, Johnson? Too late, Johnson. We call the clean and sweep in America. I'm sorry. That's what you get. That's something we got to do. This is a movie channel. We got everybody in on this movie. Look at little Debbie. Who's next? Who wants some Debo? Who wants some Debo? This is what happens when you don't have control of a country. Madmen run it. It's going to be great. No, Debbie's got a vagina. Debbie's got a vagina. This is Nazism at its best. Into Nazism. But this can go on all day. I don't care. Pentagon already called one. This is something that has to be done in America, folks. You got no freedoms. Just feel it's our free. Yes, it is your freedoms, but it don't say anything in the Constitution to kill, harass. Yes, yes. Debbie has a vagina. Oh, here comes Johnson and Johnson. Don't accuse me, Johnny. I didn't need to do that stuff. I'm high. Well, what are you doing high? It's not even 11:15 in the morning. It ain't even afternoon. What are you stoned for this early in the morning? This is the problem we're dealing with in America. This is the problem. This is phenomenal. I just got hit with little racist loco. Debbie, look at my picture. You've been hacked. Who's been hacked? I ain't been hacked. Oh, me? My computer? Oh, yeah. Hell, as soon as I got on the internet, they found out that's Johnny Kramer. I'm trying to do what everyone told me. They're like, you got to block them or you got to delete them out of there. Then you got to go ahead and report them. Yes, it's somebody that lives in my town. We're going to get rid of this town. Somebody that lives here in the apartment complex, from what the government was saying, luring people to their deaths. And I was like, that makes sense. There's been people dropping like flies in this little town. Nah, if I was hacked, they would have shut down everything. Yep, that's where I live. Why don't you come see me, big boy? We got plenty of biohazards and weapons for you. That's no joke. We got plenty of stuff for you. that we'll give you, that was given to us by the government. See, the government is going to supply us and back us now. We're going to have to take out all these white devils. You got what? I'm putting up. You can do whatever. Do whatever you want. I really don't care. I'm going to love it. I'm going to watch this all from in a bunker with a whole bunch of people. Docks the town that no one would ever visit. You're right. They are saying that they'll never come back to this channel again. And I'm glad. They're also saying that they'll never come to this they'll never come to this town. They're like, something's going on in that town. I'm like, yeah, you ain't shitting me. I've been living here for 12 years or whatever. I'm trying to get as many of these people reported and get them tracked. Well, hell, just take out a whole state if we have to. Now, why does the government always get pissed at me when I'm talking like we're going to take out the whole state? They're like, what the fuck? The whole state gone. And they get pissed. And they're like, you can't do it. Well, then say goodbye to America. Say goodbye to America and civilization and morals. Say goodbye to morals, integrity, and everything. Like they're contemplating this. So like either we burn it down or we're going to go into a war right here in America. No, we're not going to another country to have a war. We're going to have a war right here in America. And I'm like, yes, that's what we need to do, right? Here come John Cena. You can't see me, Cena. Have you seen Debbie's forehead? Yeah, I've seen Debbie. She's a sweet little lady. Love her to death. Great lady. And she does have a vagina. But that's what I've been told. So it's beautiful, isn't it? It is beautiful. It's a great day. We're taking these people out. There ain't nothing anyone could do. The police have been here. The military's been here. The police came back. The military came to get the police. Hold on, Deb. Let me help you out with some of this. I was drinking a cup. It's going to be a humdinger of a war in America. Everyone's like, it can't happen. It's happening in America. Right under you. You're watching it, folks. The government, some of the Robert Kennedy's very, very upset. He's like, I can't believe this is, what is this stupid thing, Debbie, on the side here? I can't get to these things fast enough until they pop up, Deb. This stupid heart is blocking me from getting to these things. Boy, hey, I don't care. Let's get rid of this YouTube, internet, and let's go with Starlink. Right? Elon's like, hey, I can guarantee we'll wipe people out if they're Johnson said, I never knew Savannah could be this mean. Yeah, it could be. A lot of people are talking. Well, she's shacking up now over at the Real Griff's channel now. I didn't know someone's forehead could be so. Debbie, let me get some of these people. Hold on a minute. I'm hiding the users on it, and then I'm going back, and then I'm reporting them. There you go. Hate speech and evil. There you go. Sure, we're under attack. We keep telling the Pentagon, we're under attack. They're like, where? Right here in America. You idiots are over in another country. They're wiping your asses clean in America. It's been a great day. Well, I'll tell you that Debbie is something. That Debbie is something. She's been taking these idiots out left and right. Right? Yeah, I haven't seen Savannah over here on this channel. She used to come here, but she don't no more. I guess she's been over at the Real Griff's channel or what, hanging out. I don't know. I don't care. These women are free to go wherever they want. Believe me, some of these women, I was like, take them. People were like, are you kidding me? I'm like, no, take them, go ahead. But I only kept the best. I only kept the best. What did Debbie just say? You have a teeny penis. Oh, me? Debbie, me? It probably is. That's another thing. America's been invaded by giant penises. It's no wonder. It's hard for us small white men to find a good woman. They all been giant penisized. Yeah. Debbie keeps what happened? Something happened. Hold on. Debbie keeps blocking my account. It's destroying me. Yeah. We're all destroying you. I'm so sorry. But this is the price America has to pay for not doing its job. Don't worry, I'm reporting everything. Eventually they will learn that this country will dwindle away to nothing. No, I think we're getting... here comes the... And with the racial slurs. Keep going. I'm loving it. Keep going. We're just going to go as long as we can. Wait a minute, Roxy 5-hour energy drink. These are all... they're all AI. Computer generated. Probably from another country. Possibly through... yeah, I guess you got to report it either hate speech or terrorism. They're only giving me a couple of options here, which I'm saying, yeah, go with it. Clean and sweep, John Kerry. We're going to do a clean and sweep. Here comes the waltz dance. I'm reporting them. This is great. Just keep going. We'll get to them all. One at a time. A great man told me, one at a time. We'll get to them all one at a time. Look at it. It's little Granny. It's little old lady Granny. I know everyone thinks, oh my God, it's an 80-year-old woman. I know that, but she's running the biggest crack ring around and heroin ring. They always think little Granny. That's why a lot of people died in this country, was the internet and the government failing to do their job. Spell my name wrong, idiots. Look at, now they have... There's no way Debbie's driving a truck. I don't know. These must be fans of yours, Debbie. They've been talking a lot about Debbie. You leave my little Debbie alone, idiots. Yeah, they've been attacking my channel. Now, we did track some of these phones to this apartment complex. So they are here in the apartment complex. Now, I did call the authorities and let them know we're going to open fire on these people. And the authorities were like, you better not do that. I'm like, okay, then we'll use other options. We're going to get to the bottom of this mass cover up of murder in Indiana. Now, someone came into my channel and said that Trump knows where the bodies are. Where these people have been putting the bodies. I don't, this biker gang or terrorist group or whatever. Now, is that the case? I don't know. These people have been sucking these bikers' asses around here. When these guys come through this small little town, the police block off the internet or the intersections and let these guys come through. So it very well it may well be that they were killing people and hiding the bodies. It's going to make a great movie. It's going to make a great movie. Hey, here's another thing. Will you guys leave Alec Baldwin alone? For the 50th time, Alec Baldwin is not a pyro expert. He is not a weapons or ammunition expert. He is an actor, guitar player. Hold on a minute, Debbie. Half of Debbie's face is forehead. Yeah, they're coming from that channel, that guitar channel. We know exactly who it is. That's why we're going to wipe out the East Coast. That's why we're going to wipe out the East Coast. That's why we're going to wipe out a lot of these bikers. They want this war. They definitely want this war. All right. Just keep reporting as many of these people as we can. They might be hackers, but like I said, Pentagon called and we're going to clean and sweep this country. I'm sorry, Bobby Kennedy, but you knew as well as I do that this was just a matter of time before we went ahead and did something like this in America. I'm glad that you are on our side, though, Bobby, Mr. Trump. Why are these people so mad at Debbie? She's a great woman. Will you leave her alone, you idiots? You got 500 accounts left? That's good, because I want to thank you for giving us proof that you folks are terrorists. And the United States internet system has been compromised. And you can let the Pentagon know, which we already have, that we are going to begin our clean and sweep in this country of honkies, because that's who's been attacking me. The white devil. And I got bad news for you folks. The lease that the United States government signed with the Indians is up, and we ain't leasing the land back to you, white devils. So get out of America. I know, Debbie, they're jealous of your forehead. It's AI or whatever. This is going to make a great movie. Just keep rolling cameras, keep bringing in the footage. Keep doing this. They're killing within the military. They're killing everybody. It is World War III, folks. I'll tell you what, that little Debbie is pretty good. Her little, I'm trying to keep up with her, and I'm trying to report these people as I go behind. Excuse me. Keep bringing them. Keep bringing them. This is what I'm talking about. See, when the honest people that file complaints or call the police, or they end up getting arrested, and the people that created the havoc walk free. That's why we got to clean and sweep in America, folks. Don't worry, we'll start all over again. These people are evil. Lord, we have to. There's no way around it. There's no way around it, Lord. I know we've been saying we're going to put it in the Lord's hands, but we just ain't getting we're just not getting we're not getting what we want to see. We want to see destruction. We want to see bodies piled up like the movie 300, right? This is not Greece. It is the USA. And he kicks the dude into the endless pit of hell. Right? Oh, they know where I live. I don't care I hope they come here. I really do, because I got some stuff planned. Right? I do want to thank Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty for showing us how to make our own napalm, store it, use it. I love it. Thanks, Duck Dynasty, for showing us how to make that napalm. Johnson says, don't post bad stuff or Johnny will something you, big boy, and you don't want that. I don't know. I can't see with it. They changed YouTube. It's almost like a dang phone. I can't see the comments until they get so far up, because that dang heart or whatever it is blocking it. So I got to wait for them to come up a little bit so I can block them or get them. I don't know what you want. I don't know. But this has been great fun, folks. Like I said, a couple calls. They called me. They're like, what's going on? It looks like someone's in that. Yeah, it's an attack. Start cleaning and sweeping America. They're like, we got 17 trillion. We got to ship to another country. I'm like, no, I don't think. I think America can use the 17 trillion to. We're going to have to do something with all these bodies. Now, what I would like to do is we would have to get a hold of Elon and see what kind of capacity his rocket can store, because there's going to be such mass bodies that we can't keep them here on Earth. They'll be diseased. So we're going to have to get rid of them. How? We're going to have to shoot them off into space. It is end times, folks, for a lot of you folks. I'm sorry. I know they don't think it could happen, but they said that about CB. It's impossible. This can't spread that fast. Well, you got 10 million dead, right? You had semi-truck, refrigerator semi-trucks pulled up to the hospital, just loading bodies into semi-trucks. Yeah, it's happening, folks. The more they keep attacking me, the more the world just dwindles away. Glory be to God, because we'll start over, Lord. I'll tell you what, that little Debbie went ahead and was just taking them people out. All right, let me see what Johnson says. Don't post any bad stuff or Johnny will call you big boy. And you don't want that. Oh, I don't know. Big boy is a bomb, Johnson. Right? There was Fat Man, and then there was the other bomb. So them are all, I ain't worried about it, folks. Just stay at home the best you can. Keep an eye on your kids. And, America is up the streets, and it's society. It's sad. Lord knows we don't want to hurt any. We just want to live in peace. We want to be able to go fishing. We want to be able to go out into the woods again and hang out and chill. And do great things, but it's just not safe, folks. We got to clean America first before we can let our children out into the world. See, these people have no remorse. They'll kill your children. You understand? It ain't like back in the 70s and 80s when I was growing up. There was rules on the street. You don't mess with people's children, and you don't bring children into it. That was the rule. But now they'll kill your whole family, kids and everything. They're nuts. You got to clean the earth. Just post the jeez, and Johnny will soil his undies. I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't soiled my undies in a long time. I'm here. If you guys want to come visit me, you know where I live. Come visit. Right? Come visit. I'm not going nowhere. They're like, oh my God, he's running. No, I haven't been going nowhere. We're looking for you guys. Right? The whole Delphi crew and all them guys. The whole shit and shebang crime community. Hell, even some Masons got whacked. Right? Freemasons and polygamists got whacked. Why? Well, these guys were running their mouths. Right? They were running their mouths about it. It wasn't anything but it was the Mexican mafia. It was the Italians that killed the two little girls in Delphi. You know, these idiots came up with every excuse they could. You got to clean and sweep Delphi, Indiana, the southern part of Indiana. Right? You got to. There's no way around it. And finally, the government's coming around to their senses. We're going to have to burn it down. You're right, we're going to. But this next time, we ain't going to give you people your freedoms that we gave you. We can tell you that much. It ain't going to be your freedoms to cause havoc in people's chats on YouTube. It ain't going to be your freedoms to do whatever you want on YouTube or on the streets. It's going to be a whole different country, folks. It's going to be a lot safer for our children. And we are no longer going to be in the business of creating massive disaster weaponry. We're going to be in the business of saving lives, prolonging life. Do you know you can cure cancer? You can cure AIDS. You can cure a lot of things. And it was right there in the Bible all along. Right there in front of their faces all along. And they just couldn't pick up on it. They just couldn't pick up on it. What is the secret? The secret is the purity of the blood, the bloodline. They just couldn't figure it out. Some of the scientists are coming around now and figuring it out. All we had to do was do this. Exactly. We told you that years ago, but people didn't believe it. How do you think Keith Richards is still alive, folks? Literally. They did tests on his blood. He should have been dead. It was filled with drugs and alcohol and everything. He was septic. What is the secret to all the cures of everything? Now, I can't really tell you that. Right now, we got to wait until we clean this and get rid of all the bad juju in this country. And it's happening. We're going to hit the West Coast with this hurricane, and there's going to be more. And then we're going to come up the East Coast with them and come right up into the South Gulf, come right across Florida. And we're going to make our ways out. It's like Chris Farley. We're going to come in. We're going to move. We'll be in downtown Detroit, and then we're going to be. It's just like I loved Chris Farley. He's a great dude. Great dude. Funnier than crap. But that's what it's going to be like, folks. Until you folks surrender, and until Satan gives us our health back, our money, and everything he's taken from us, this will continue to happen in America. Yes, bad juju. It's bad juju, they call it. I don't know. It ain't racist. That's what they call it, right? I didn't come up with these sayings, Johnson. Right? These sayings were here way before I was born. That's what they call it, bad juju, especially on a ship in the military. They'll be like, get that bad juju off my ship. You don't want that bad juju, right? Even the military talks about it. Matt, there's a lot you folks need to learn. I'm the one with the disability, Lord. That's what I can't figure out. I'm the one that has the brain problems and disability. And these people, where have they been? Have they lived under a rock or in caves their whole lives? Where had they been, Lord? Must have been under a rock somewhere. I have no idea, Lord. I don't know. But it is a beautiful day out there. It's just beautiful. All right, I guess you want to call me a racist. All right, go ahead. Whatever you want, it don't bother me. Right? It don't bother me. Racist is what racist does, is what Forrest Gump said. I think, or something like that. Stupid is as stupid does. I really don't care. Ain't my problem. I'm going to have as much fun as I can as I'm on this earth. Oh, hold on a minute. I got Debbie. Hold on 1 second. Boy, I'll tell you, that little lady, Debbie, is a firecracker. She was just taking out all these idiots. Racists, they were. They were a bunch of racists. She was taking them all out, left and right. I'm kind of turned on. I'm kind of turned on right now. Hold on, let me refill my coffee. Oh, what a great lady. I'm out of coffee, so I got to make some more real quick. It was sick. It is sick. These people are sickos. Right? And that's the problem is they want to blame everybody else. But when you do the history and you do the research and everything and track the phones, it comes back to these white people. And I'm like, yeah, it was the Mexican mafia, right? It was Al Qaeda, right? They blame everybody but themselves. Right? That's the problem. I got my monkey wrench. And a beautiful monkey it is. It's just a beautiful little monkey. I love it. But the world don't know what's coming. And the Lord wanted me to tell these people, and I tried to tell them, and they're like, are you kidding me? Nope. Wish I was kidding you, but we ain't kidding you. Now, of course, Adam Calhoun and Matt Thomas, or not Matt Thomas, I don't know what that, Tom something. Them rappers, country rappers, or whatever they're called, they're trying to take the They're trying to take the credit for all these people hating America. Right? That's what they're saying. It's because of us. Everyone hates America. I'm like, come on, guys. It has nothing to do with you guys. They're trying to steal the mass delusion, mass chaos, and blaming it all on their rap song, Americans. It's unreal. I'm like, no, people hate America because America is evil. People are dying in front of their faces, right? And then they come to find out it was a simple pill. All they had to take was a simple pill to kill that parasite, and then people would have lived, right? It's called mass genocide. It's called population control. And that's what it's called. You know, ever since I cleaned that coffee pot out with vinegar, I cleaned it like 3 times. That little sucker fills up that. It's a Mr. Coffee. It's done within minutes. What is in your Brian Johnson? Brian Johnson is the singer of AC/DC, Debbie. And I'm going to get a hold of AC/DC. And I'm going to let them know that this person who's trying to impersonate Brian Johnson from AC/DC, which is you could be shot for that. Trying to impersonate Brian Johnson from AC/DC. You could be shot for that. In America, there's rules when it comes to rock and roll. We don't let people mess with our rock and roll business. Brian Johnson, they're trying to say is that I'm pissed now. There's one thing you don't do, and that's mess with my family. We will not let this happen to Brian Johnson and AC/DC. There's no way. Idiots. No, I'm going to get on the phone today with Angus and let him know that I can't have this. Not in my chat. These people cannot come in as Brian Johnson into my chat and try and destroy havoc. It's not going to happen in the rock and roll world. We'll wipe everything up. We'll wipe every music business out. There'll only be rock and roll if they keep up this. There'll only be classic rock and roll, and that's it. Maybe a little bit of heavy metal, but that's it. There'll be nothing else. I do want to say thank you to the great mod, Debbie Fox. Me and her took on all these people by ourselves. Debbie, let me get you a cup of coffee, sweetie. Right? Let me get you a cup of coffee. Let me get her some coffee. I'm going to give her a cookie, too. This woman earned it today. She's bad. If she was here right now, I'd be licking her face like a puppy. I would be like a lapdog in her lap. She took them all on. She wasn't afraid. She didn't run like most of my mods run. But then again, it might be some of my other mods. I'm not sure. But you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give this little lady breakfast. You're dang straight I am. Now, a lot of you people are probably jealous. Well, you get jealous. But this little lady deserved it. I'm not even going to throw in my ham bone, my special ham bone, just for her. Hold on, let me find some eggs and some coffee. Hold on. This stupid emojis won't work right now. This stupid stuff. Why you this stupid thing? Hold on, Debbie. I'm coming with your breakfast and the coffee. Hold on. Stupid emoji. thing locking up all the time. I'm trying to get her some coffee. And some. Hold on, Debbie. I'm getting you. Just wait right there. Stupid emoji. Crap. Every time you try and use it, it locks up, freezes up. It's stupid. Elon, I hope you're watching. We're going to shut down America's internet system and go with Starlink. But only on the grounds that you go ahead and destroy every troll. Hold on, Debbie. I'm trying. All right, Debbie. There you go. There you go, sweetie. There you go. I got some bacon in there. I gave you a turkey leg or a chicken leg, whatever one you want. I threw in my special ham bone just for you. Some coffee and eggs. And you deserved every bit of it. You really did. Hold on, my coffee's done. I got to refill. It was great. I love it. Now, folks, I'm going to be taking a tour of the new property in Howell, Indiana, the military school. Everything's been cleaned out of there. We're going to go in. We're going to set up base at Howell Military School. We got everything we need there, folks. Bunkers, all kinds of stuff. Giant solar panel field behind the school. It's going to be great. Everybody's going to come out there. What are we going to do with it? I don't know. We'll turn it into a movie production plate. We might be able to just film there. It looks like old churches, cathedral churches, but it's actually a military school. It's been in movies before. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be phenomenal. We're going to have CRAM devices set up around it. Just in case we're attacked, right? People are like, where in the hell is he getting this equipment? The government, right? I put in for a government contract, and I now work for the United States Marine Corps. I built some of the most deadliest stuff ever out there, and I ain't done yet. But it's gonna be incredible, and we're gonna go out there. And Debbie, do you want to come visit, sweetie? Come visit. I'll take you out to the the military school out here. Come on out here and visit, and we'll take a tour of the school. This is where we're going to be filming a lot of military stuff, cadet stuff, and TAPS and all that. Which TAPS was a great movie. It was a great movie. And people are like, oh my God, you're doxing yourself. These people are going to come to your state and look for you. And I'm like, I hope they do. We're hoping they do. We've already proven them to be racist and corrupt. So, yeah, we hope they do come here. Right? Sometimes you got to get rid of yourself to save America. Right? People are like, what are you talking? We're going to get rid of ourselves if we have to. Everything's going to go up. No, people are asking, what kind of weaponry is this? Let me tell you what kind of weaponry it is. It'll come from the sky as a laser beam. It actually does have enough power that it can melt rock. right down to the core, folks, of the earth. And once that happens and the core is exposed, now you got massive atom splitting. Poof! The earth's gone, folks. Yeah, they've gotten themselves into a humdinger. You would love a tour? Yeah, come on out. We'll hang out and chill. We got a lot of lakes around here, a lot of woods, a lot of nature. We got eagles up the butt, right? I think someone just came here and said, "Here, Johnny, there's like 50 eagles." They're all over the place out here. Hawks, eagles. Oh, we got the Amish. The Amish, the English have been complaining so much about the Amish. I'm like, the Amish are the nicest people around, right? They tap their hat. They tip your hats to you as you drive by. They wave. People blaming everybody. It's the Amish. It's the black people. I'm like, we only got one black family in town. And they're women. They're blaming everybody. It's the Mexican. Well, go to the farmers. The Hispanics are here because they go into the fields and top the corn and everything, right? They're blaming everybody else. And I'm like, yeah, but the people we're catching are white. Debbie, is that enough food for you? Bacon, my ham bone, my special salted ham bone, coffee, and eggs. Is that enough for you? If you want to share it with the rest of the chat, you can. They're all good cooks. Beautiful. They make beautiful furniture. Yeah, everything out here is Amish. No joke. Everything out here is Amish. Bakeries, furniture. They even supply the grocery store with chicken and stuff like that. I'll be right back. I got to drop this doggy. I'll be right back. Ooh, man. I'll tell you what, that doggy stink. I don't know what it was. It could have been alien that just came out of me. I'm not sure. Could have been alien. But we're going to go ahead and well, you know what? I think I might name this, I think I might name the new, the military school, the Kramer and Trump enterprise. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe Kennedy and Kramer movie production or something like that. I'm not sure yet. No, that wasn't Sophie. That was me. Nah, that was me. I was kind of turned on by the way you were taking these people out left and right. I was like, I'm kind of turned on by this woman right now. I was kind of turned on. I was stimulated. I was getting stimulated, Johnson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the attack is over with. They did come at us with everything they had. A bunch of white people that were claiming I was the racist one, right? But we handled it. We conquered. We came. We kicked its butt, and we go on. That's what we do. We improvise. If you were born in a military family, you improvise, overcome, adapt. As Jesse Ventura said in Predator, I ain't got time to bleed. Right? Exactly, Mr. Ventura. We ain't got time to bleed. I love Jesse Ventura. He's hilarious to me. I was in Little Ding Dong in 1974. Are you sure you were there? Yes, I was there. How do you know, Monsoon? Was you there, Monsoon? That's kind of impossible, Jesse. How do you know? Were you there? Hilarious. This is hilarious. And they stopped. Well, they stopped. They knew they came up against something. Right? They came up against this little redhead. They weren't expecting this little firecracker. Right? They weren't expecting her to pop up out of nowhere. Hello, Johnson, and just go to kicking ass. Right? Johnson was in here the other day saying, Debbie don't want to be here. She hates you. She don't like you. She's all right. They weren't expecting her to show up and kick some honky butt. But that just proves the Lord works in mysterious ways. The Lord works in mysterious ways. All right, folks, we are coming up on 2 hours of a video. I think I'm done with it for today. I might do an outdoor video. Peaceful bird or squirrels. I'm not sure. Something peaceful. I got cleaning up to do around here. Yeah, if you folks want to come and visit this little town, let me know. I'll go ahead and set up a tour for you folks. Last month, we had the Hollywood Circus in town. Boy, that was unreal, right? Had the big tent and everything. But anyone coming to this little town, just let me know. We'll set up the whole tour for you and everything. Don't get confused. Sometimes I put up signs on the highway, turn here to go there. I'm trying to keep it secluded from the outside world. So sometimes I drive down the highway or down the street. I put up signs, 50 miles to this town, and people are just driving in circles. They're like, we can't find you. I'm like, that's the plan. That's part of the plan. Johnny will be thinking PF you as he reveals himself now. How is that visible or visual, Debbie? Oh, you're talking to Debbie. No, I'm not going to reveal myself on the internet. Not on a live. No, I wouldn't do that. Not me. Nope, impossible. I'll let Debbie answer that question. I don't know what the question is about. All I know is I don't know what came out of me just now as I dumped that doggy. I don't know if it was human. I don't know if it was alien. I'm guessing it was alien. It was something. I'm not sure. Why are you thinking sexual things, Johnson? I don't know why he's thinking that. I don't know. I'm not going to show a man anything of me. Sorry, Johnson. If you were a woman, uh, Debbie probably would try and get along with you, but I don't know. I don't know. You got to make friends with Debbie. She pretty much controls the chat, our brains and everything. It's phenomenal. She could be alien. I'm not sure. She could be. I'm not sure. Did you even wipe Johnny? Sure did. And I'll tell you what, it was a good doggy because it was solid. And, 20 years ago, they would tell you a solid poo ain't good, right? Now they're changing their mind. Oh, yeah, you want these. Yeah, they don't know. From one year to the next, they just keep changing their minds. Yeah, I wipe. And I went out and I bought a bunch of douche wipes or whatever they call. I don't know what they call them. Wipes, some kind of a wipe or something. Baby wipes or whatever. I don't know. They keep me smelling good, just in case somebody wants to investigate my butthole. We need to investigate you, Mr. Kramer. We're Secret Service. I don't think so, guys. You already pop up when I'm taking a crap in my own toilet and wipe my butt. Can we get that for you, Mr. Kramer? I don't think so. I'm trying to take a crap. There's no reason Secret Service needs to be in my toilet. It's unbelievable. Booty wipes. That's what they're called, Debbie. Booty wipes. Now Debbie is moist. Don't ever use moist that's just sick. It's got to be one of my family members. Sickos, I'm telling you. Within my own division. Bunch of sickos. Moist. Don't ever use the word moist. Gross, Johnson. Unbelievable. But I'll tell you what, I was kind of stimulated myself from Debbie taking out them people. She was just taking everybody out. Right? I was sitting back here watching. I'm going, I'm getting kind of excited. This little lady is just killing everybody. That's kind of hot. That's hot. Well, that's what you pay. When you take care of your mobs, you feed them, you treat them nice and everything. They just take people out left and right. It's great. It's phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. Johnson, if you want me to come visit you, I will. Of course, I'll have to charge you gas money. Now I know what you're saying. Come over, have a cup of coffee, and all right, it'll cost you $5 because I got to get something, right? Of course, I'll never come to anybody's house because I've been through that before. Oh, sure, come on over and visit. You get there, and the next thing you know, SWAT drops in from helicopters, zip lines. What's going on? Just joking. I don't go to people's houses. Nah, what are we doing? I got you, boo. What a great lady. Johnson, what are you doing over there? Go on, explain yourself. Go on. We're waiting. That's what I thought. Oh, Debbie's got you. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, so now Johnson is friends with Debbie now all of a sudden? That's how fast it changes. It's phenomenal. They flip-floppers. One day Johnson don't like Debbie, the next day he does. It's phenomenal. I don't know what it is. some kind of a spiritual, maybe a spell, some kind of a alien or whatever came out of me just now when I dumped that doggy. Could have been alien. I'm not sure. We'll have to scoop it up out of there and send it to the lab. Check it out. Now, folks, Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. And I got a bunch of goats around here, and they've been dropping these little chocolate covered peanuts that I'm going to be sending to all my fans, and oh, they're delicious, right? I call them little goat turds, but they're chocolate covered raisins and peanuts. It's just unbelievable. They taste so good. I'm going to be sending them to you and all my fans out there as a Christmas present. Johnson says, I got your back too, Debbie. Oh, so Debbie and Johnson are now teaming up and working as a team. This is phenomenal. You find something out every day, new. Or what Johnson is trying to do is plant that seed into my head that Debbie and Johnson are working together, and they're both working together. Right? That's what he's trying to do. Like yesterday planting, and that Debbie don't want to be here and doesn't like me and is using me just for my inchworm. I remember everything you said, Johnson. I remember everything. All right, we are coming up on 2 hours, folks. I hate to go ahead and shut this video down, but I got chores to do around here. I wish I can be. Whoa. Debbie just posted, what is it? A T-Rex. It looks like a dinosaur. Yep. Dang T-Rex. Whose T-Rex is that? Is that your pet T-Rex, Debbie? I know. I'm going to have to get my T-Rex back. I borrowed it to somebody. I'm going to get my T-Rex back. Well, you can't go into battle without riding a T-Rex. Everyone's like, my God, it is a real T-Rex. Yes, it is. We created it in a lab, folks. While you all were fighting over this chaos in America, dinosaurs, Bigfoots, and other things in private labs. Area 51 is where we created Bigfoot. Genetically built the new soldier. But then I made contact with the aliens and they gave me all this technology. Now we don't need the Bigfoots because now we have alien power. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make this stuff up. All right, I'm going to get off this contraption. Debbie, you're welcome to come. Debbie says, remember, it was parked in my bunker. What the heck? I'll just come visit you, Debbie. You got a bunker, all kinds of stuff. T-Rexes. No, I'm going to get off this contraption. I want to thank the great mod, Debbie Fox. And I want to thank all them trolls that came in and racist people that came in. And I want to thank all yous, Johnson, even though you're here as a number. You're counted for as a number, right? You're counted for as a number. At least you got that to look forward to, Johnson. Is that code, Johnson says. No. Yes, have a good day, Johnson. Everything's fine. Don't worry. I wish you would reveal your gender. right? Whether you're a man or a woman, we're not sure. But I'm going to get off this contraption. Keep an eye on the weather. Keep an eye on the madness. God bless everybody. Thank Debbie Fox, the great mod. Thank all the rest of you folks that stopped in and tried to attack my channel. And thank God the Pentagon and FBI and everybody was watching at that time. And now you all are being tracked and hunted down like animals. Shut up. Go lay down. Leave the goats alone. No, put the goat down. Go on. Put the goat down. Go on. Goats and everything around here, dogs, and it's just a Noah's Ark around here. Eagles popping up, black squirrels, brown squirrels, white squirrels, gray squirrels, all kinds of animals popping up around here. I guess we're gonna clean the earth and start from here, from this little town, repopulate the earth with animals and humans. I guess, I don't know. Debbie, you're always welcome to come visit. Johnson, not too sure of yet. But I want all you ladies and gentlemen to have a great day. I gotta go. Love yous. Love this great country. That's why we do what we do for our country, our families, and God, most of all. God bless. Have a great day. Love yous all.